Guys, it's that time again. It's the monthly wrap-up show. Ryan, insert jingle. Chloe does. Give something to work with, actually. Can't wait to see what you do with that, Ryan. Guys, it's the monthly wrap-up show. I'm so excited. I cannot believe I'm on my third monthly wrap-up. It's December. The next time I do one of these, I will have 5 months until the challenge. I'll be able to say, this year I'm running the nation. And today, I've got with me, it's Chlo Gray.
Round of applause. Hi.
Ryan sometimes adds a round of applause.
Right, I can't wait for that.
I usually just 2-finger clap.
Oh,
Join me.
that feels very formal.
I
I feel like the Queen.
Yeah, it just gives a bit of vavavoom. But then Ryan will add the effect.
Yeah, sure.
You know what to do.
We rely on.
Chlo, so happy to have you here. Do you know what? Chloe is friend. Chloe is housemate. Chloe is campaign manager.
Never ends for me.
She's the new campaign manager of this project, the Nation's 5K, which is big, and we're going to talk about that today. She's a journalist. She's a women's health journalist, to be precise. Writer. Personal trainer.
So many hyphens.
And a women's health expert. I can call you that, can't I?
I'll take it. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
but I think you are a women's health
Thank
expert.
you.
You put yourself out there as that, don't you?
Yeah.
Chloe, thanks so much for being on the show.
Thanks for having me, mate.
It's really funny because Chloe obviously knows like what this is all about because I talk about it at home all the time. Did a monthly wrap up today, Chloe. Chat her ear off about it, and she watches it on the YouTube.
Of course.
But now you're here in the room.
I'm here. It's real.
And for all of you viewers that have been following us from the start, and if you're listening in, we started off in Bali, the monthly wrap-up show. Mm-hmm. Then we moved to the Red Bull podcast studio, and I thought, what is going on? Glow up in 1 month. And now the studio's had a glow up. Look at this studio. Isn't it cool?
It looks well cool.
So I've gone through transitions. Don't know what's going to happen in January. What are they going to bring in?
I don't know.
That's a point. Tell you what's going to happen in January. This wall here, there's a wall here if you're listening, but there's a wall, there's shelves. You can put props up. We've currently got physical athlete props in here. We've got a football, we've got a cricket bat, rugby ball, we've got a helmet. I reckon that's like BMX or something.
Yeah.
There's photos, there's football boots, there's the works. Now, I need to prop it out. All right. So next month in January, I'll be propping the shit out of this studio, and I want you to help me. So comment below and let me know what you think I should add as props. I'll start it off. I've said this about 8 times. I'll probably have some mini cheddars about here. Yeah. And then we'll obviously add like running stuff and things like that. We'll see how it goes. I was thinking like a pair of my trainers. Like,
yeah, what do I think of when I think of Esme?
well, I think my PE plimp soles from when I was younger.
The memorabilia, the Esme Museum.
Jane Norman bag that I took my PE kit.
Jane Norman bag, she loves it.
Long live the Jane Norman, which I do actually have, and I took to the Hackney Half.
Yeah.
And it had all my kit in, and when I bag checked, everyone was like, "Is she bag checking a Jane Norman?"
Yeah, there's a lot of interest in that. Actually.
Because it gives PE kit.
It gives PE.
All right, it gives inclusive PE kit, and that's what I'm all about.
Yeah.
Right, monthly wrap up show. This is what happens, Chloe, even though she knows. This is what happens on the monthly wrap up show. So we quickly go back over what happened this month. You're probably part of every minute of it.
Yeah.
And then my guest, which is you today, we have a little bit of chat to you about just you in general and how you're going to be part of this project. And it's very exciting because if you watched last week's episode, no, it'd be about 2 weeks ago now, or 3, Chloe got announced as the new campaign manager, and we'll tell you exactly what that means.
Yeah.
And then we kind of just put our thoughts and feelings to the future of the challenge and just lock in. And so this is a big one.
Can't wait.
We're ending 2020.
6 months to go now.
6 months to go. This episode will go out when I have 6 months to go.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I feel pretty overwhelmed. So,
Can confirm.
this is what happened this month for me.
Yeah, tell me.
So the first thing was I did my high rocks.
Yes! And she smashed it. PB.
Thank you. So I got a PB in my high rocks. The last time I did a monthly wrap up, I was sitting here with Tim, the osteo, and we were going through, you know, how the training's been going. And I worked really hard and I got my head down and I did my high rocks. And you came and supported me, didn't you?
I did. Yeah, I was probably more tired than you after running around every single station.
Is it
trying to
hard?
find you. Pretty hard, just because it's like a bit wormy to get around. But obviously, joking, you.
No, but is it hard to be like, yeah, supported? Because you like, I've got a question for you about when you supported.
Go.
How do you know where to stand? Because you don't know where I'm going to come in.
No, we watched you come in, and because you were normally at the front of your pack.
Sorry?
moment for a brag. You were normally at the front of your pack. We knew you were going to go to like normally the furthest away station.
Yeah.
Because you kind of come in order, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we were just relying on you being fast. The hardest thing about it, honestly, was seeing sometimes that I could tell you were like really struggling and you had gone to like a different place and not being able to just run over and like make a joke.
Barrier.
Yeah, or like pick you up, or like
Yeah.
like even if I was like shouting support, like the chance that you probably couldn't hear me, I don't know, maybe you could. Okay. But there was one moment when you were doing the burpee broad jumps and you went down for the burpee and you just lay on the floor for probably what was only realistically maybe like 3 seconds, but to me felt like half an hour watching you. I was like, is she going to be able to get up? I don't know what to do.
Do you know what though? Jake Dearden. So Jake Dearden, Red Bull athlete, High Rocks sensation, was my coach for this, which was amazing.
Yeah.
And he sent me, do you remember he sent me at the beginning like how to get through each bit, like sort of like the game plan. And he said on the burpee broad jumps, if you're going to rest on the floor. Nice. Because it takes more energy to stop when you like are standing and go back into it than getting up or something.
Yeah. So you did it?
I think I kind of didn't need it.
Oh.
As in, I did need a rest. But what I mean is I just wanted to explore the laying on the floor thing. Because he was like, oh, when you take a rest, just lay on the floor. I thought, this is so sick. Like,
well, nice.
You just lay.
Middle of a comp.
But then once I stopped, I did need it. I was like, can't get up. So yeah, Chloe came and supported my High Rocks, which was amazing. And I think what I was so happy about is I did PB, which was unbelievable. But actually, the bigger thing for me was I am so used to going out and just being a bit of an idiot. All right? I play up to people. I play up to the cameras. I play up to my friends watching. I play up to my community if they're out with me. I want to make people feel relaxed and have fun all the time. That's my priority. Sometimes I don't prioritise myself in that. So if I go out and I've got 28 community members running a race, I'm with the people at the back struggling, you know, making a laugh of it. I'll go up to the crowd and be a bit silly because I like to make the people that are probably struggling with me go, it's all a bit of a laughter, don't worry. And I think for High Rocks, I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to go out and focus on myself because what I'm doing next year is so serious, all right? Like, it is serious. Doesn't mean I have to be serious, but it is serious. I can still have fun. But there was moments where I was like, Ez, when you are running the nation and it is hard, where are you going to go? Because if you can't go to other people, if they're not there or, you know, whatever it is, where are you going to go? And you need to start locking back into that. And I would say that was the kind of mindset I used to have before I got paralysed. Growing up, I was very hard on myself. As a dancer, competitor, running, I was very hard on myself and I knew how to lock in. And I lost that in a positive way because when I learned to walk again, I was just grateful to walk. And because I was so happy to be walking, I thought, it's not that serious, it's not that deep. But actually, there is an element where I do need to get a bit deep and serious because I could get hurt, you know?
I also think it's hard for you as someone who just like their whole kind of movement journey at the moment revolves around community and helping other people do it. For as long as I've known you, which has been what, like maybe over 3-4 years, I've never actually seen you run a race for yourself. I've only ever seen you pay someone else on a race, make content while you're running a race, throw a party for someone on a race course, interview people while you're running. Like, I've never actually seen you say, this is a race I am running for myself and I'm like training. Because you know you can get around a marathon course tomorrow because you've just got so much experience in you, so you don't need to try, and you know you're not going out there to PB, you're not going out there for yourself, you're just going out there to make sure other people get through it and enjoy it. So actually seeing you at High Rocks race for yourself was like a whole new side for you that was
serious.
Yeah, it was different.
Because I actually spoke to my nan on Monday on the phone and I said, she said, I watched your High Rocks like episode last night, and I said, what do you think? She goes, God, it looks so hard. I've never seen you look like that before. Like my nan. Yeah. She came up to watch me in London Marathon in 2018, the first marathon I did after being paralysed. And like, you know, I was obviously like, woo, loving it, but not. And she was like, I've never seen you like that. Like, it looked really hard. And I was like, it's mad, innit? Because if I'd gone around that whole thing smiling, people would go like, High Rocks is well easy. Yeah. It's how you make it look.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, so I did my High Rocks. I'm really proud of that. And that was a new learning. What else happened this month? I did my final Say Yes Club event of the year.
Yes.
Which you came to as well.
Which was amazing.
How was it? So it was 12 Pubs Christmas, all right? We had 12 pubs in Hackney. You got a riddle, a clue, and you had to find the next pub, and it was 12k in total. So you run to the pub, get the next clue, run to the pub, get the next clue. And at the 4th, 8th and 12th, you got a drink and some riddles to solve. Then we had a big after party. There was a Grinch running around Hackney.
This is what happens to your gifts. It goes in the garbage.
How did you find it? Because you came along.
It was so fun. I mean, as all the Say Yes events are. Grinch was fabulous. Just the community are just like jokes, isn't it? Like, it's nice to be at... There was like a competitive element, but like no one was taking it seriously. And it's just always so nice to be in environments like that where it's like, obviously we're going to be like running fast and like coming up with clues, but also like not until we've finished our pint. LOL, yeah.
That's what I loved about it, because you could walk it, you could do a bit of both or run it. And, you know, there were people, there was that group. Do you know about that group that did a drink at every pub? There was a group that drunk at every pub, which is absolutely fine, like, do what you want. But I included a drink at the 4th, 8th and 12th, and then we'd be physically at that pub, like, the people working. So I was waiting at 8. I was ready to buy them around a drink. And he just texted me, he said, just to manage expectations, no timings or something, we're drinking at every pub. And I just put, good luck, the party starts in 20 minutes, like the after party.
Yeah.
Battered.
They must, no, actually they were battered when they turned up.
It's just funny.
The people in the pubs, like the 4th pub in particular, were just like, what is going on? Because obviously they saw a bunch of runners come in.
Yeah,
and they were probably like, oh, this is like a bunch of like serious runners who are getting water. And then it was just like non-stop pulling pints. And then there was a Grinch running around. And all of their faces were just like, what is happening?
I love it. There was 75 people there.
Yeah. Biggest event.
Biggest ticketed event I've ever done. And it was just so good. And it was that kind of like, it ain't that deep. Again, I loved it. The vibes were so good. Yeah. People would run their longest ever run that day because it was 12k. Yeah. And like Anthony, I think it was like, that's the longest run I've ever done. Mm-hmm. Like, but because it was sectioned up and it was like that.
Yeah.
So that was really good. And I was a bit toast. And I also did my final Say Yes Club Tuesday night. Yeah. This month as well. So that was the last one of 2025. It's my 3rd Christmas, like, since I started it. So I was like, this is crazy. I also remember thinking this time next year, when I'm doing my last one of 2026, I would have hopefully got 1 million people to run a 5k.
That's bonkers.
Like, this time next year, I'd gone, final Say Yes Club of the year. Like, it's going to be weird. So that, I started my training plan, and we're going to talk about that. Yeah. That's what. And I've got a karaoke machine.
Don't worry, she's on a karaoke streak. Don't worry about a run streak. Don't worry about an exercise streak. She's got a karaoke streak.
I'm on a karaoke streak.
Day 4.
Today's day 5, and I'll do it when
we'll do it later. Yeah, of course.
So Matt, my really good friend Matt, bought me a karaoke machine, portable. So it's like a box, speakers around the edge. You open the lid, lyrics are all on there like an iPad, microphones on the inside.
Perfect. It's perfect.
And he got it for Run the Nation. So basically, how do I kick back? How do I relax? If someone's like, what do you do after a run? Karaoke. So I've trialled out some new songs, haven't I? Tested out some new songs.
Yeah, she's been auditioning some for her repertoire.
For the repertoire for Run the Nation. Yeah. But yeah, I got a karaoke machine. I'm on a streak. It makes me feel really good and calm. And that's had to go into my monthly wrap up because I got a karaoke machine. Got a karaoke machine.
This is just reminding me of when you once really seriously turned to me and went, I just think like the most important part about me and looking after myself when I'm on the road doing my challenge is that I have a pint every Tuesday for Say Yes. I do karaoke every Friday and I have a roast every Sunday. And I thought, your priorities are in the right place, I guess.
This is the problem. Also, I think that sounds magical. Pint on a Tuesday, karaoke Friday, roast in a Sunday, and sausage rolls in the mix.
Oh, that's a new one.
I want sausage roll. Yeah, every day I want a sausage roll, I think.
Like, that's because you had a Greg sausage roll the other day and you're obviously inspired.
Greg sausage roll is so good. Also, I think I want a sausage roll because I want to try sausage rolls from different cities.
Sure. Yeah, that would be nice. You could do a ranking.
Yeah. Not I've got enough on my plate. Start a whole new Instagram account while Run the Nation. It's comment if you want me to do that. I probably would. So my training has officially begun, and it's been emotional.
It has. It's been a weird week actually for that, hasn't it?
Yes, because I did my High Rocks and I knew that my High Rocks was going to be an 8-week training plan, and I wanted to do high intensity training to get myself kind of engined up to end this year, to then go into the new year ready to load with weight training and running. And I think I got to the end of my hierarchs, and you see the clip from last week's episode. I'm like sobbing.
Yeah.
So hard. I know, 2 weeks ago. I'm sobbing so hard at the end, and I didn't realise I was going to cry. And I think I cried because I was like, oh my God, it's over. This 8 weeks has kind of been fun because it wasn't deep. I was doing a hierarchs, but it wasn't running the nation. So I was like, it doesn't matter what happens, I just try my best. And it ended, and I thought, okay, now that's done. And I remember saying at the start of all of this, when I did my first monthly wrap up, I'm going to do a hierarchs and then I'll start training. And I think now I'm committing to the training plan. The first run I did on my training plan, which was this week, was always, and you said this, going to be you're running the nation.
Yeah. There was, for someone who loves running, I could sense like so much resistance to getting out and doing that first one. And I think rightfully you gave yourself like grace after High Rocks, which I think was good, because nothing worse than when you see like athletes just like doing something crazy like that and then bopping out the next day to train. Rest. You need to rest.
Yeah.
And I'm like really glad that you gave yourself that. But then we kind of came into the new week. It's also been hard because we've both been sick.
Yeah.
So we've been having weird vibes, weird energy.
Yeah.
Really weird
We need
energy.
to stage the house.
Really weird energy in the house. Let's do that later, for sure. But the way that like on Monday you're like, I'm going to run, and then you didn't run, I thought there's something, I could really sense resistance. And I think it's because you knew that's not just a 10K that you're popping out and doing. That is the start of 6 months of intense training that also comes with a lot of load of like, what are you going to be able to do it? How every run, the way that it feels, it means something about like how well your journey's going. It was much deeper than just like popping out and doing a 10K.
And I think that's definitely what it is. Like, I'm so scared to run in case something goes wrong now.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm on a run and I'm like, oh, my hip. And then I'm like, no, because that could stop me doing it. Like, I think that's the scary thing. Like the next 6 months, I suppose it's not even 6. The next 9 months, I'm going to be running, right? Because we're talking
Basically every day.
October 3rd when I finish. And so I was very resistant to it. I was really struggling. And actually, I could tell you a million reasons why I couldn't go out for a run. All right. I was hungover. I was saying, you're hungover, you had a big weekend. I was tired. I was coming out of illness. It's cold.
Yeah.
Okay, it's cold. You've not eaten enough.
Yeah.
Right. You're not hydrated.
Yeah.
It's just silly. Oh, you've got to be in that meeting and you haven't given yourself enough time to get back to the meeting. What else did I make up excuses? I could go on.
Yeah.
And I think people could half relate to this, like the amount of things you tell yourself the reason you can't go out the door. And then the thing that was my saving grace, and I think this is the biggest tip, if you are in this situation right now where you cannot get out the door, is book it in with someone. I said, Chloe, please can you come on and run with me tomorrow? She was like, yeah. We booked it in. We said the time.
Yeah.
It would be about 11 p.m. Like, not p.m., a.m.
That would be mad.
That's weird. It would be about 11 a.m. And I said, will you come with me? She said yes. I knew I was doing it. I knew I had someone to be accountable to. We went out the door and I absolutely loved it, didn't I?
Like we both looked at each other about 3K in and just went, running's nice, isn't it? Why did we have this like mental?
Yeah.
And I had that, and for me it wasn't even because I'm like have a deep reason like running the nation. I just think like I'd been a bit sick. I hadn't run properly since I did my marathon and I'd injured myself. I knew it was going to feel probably quite hard. I wasn't going to be doing the paces that I normally would hit, and there are just so many things that make it seem like deep and like I shouldn't do it. It's not going to be nice. And we just looked at each other and were like,
love it.
Yeah, we're having the best time.
And obsessed, weren't I? Like last night, I was like, I want to run again. I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah.
So funny. But yeah, so training is in full swing. Well, by one day. But we're in. Yeah. And that's my training. And that's where I'm trying to refine my motivation. Actually, when it comes to social media, when we talk about the campaign manager that Chloe is that kind of reason where you're doing something, huge like this. I need to get the message out because I need people to know I'm coming so I can get people moving. I want to get 1 million people to run their first ever 5K or run a 5K or bring someone to run their first ever, whatever that may look like. Have to do social media. I have to, and I have to put content out. Finding that kind of perfect spot for me where I'm like, I'm doing this to get the message out and not get confused with, people who are doing Instagram socials for the wrong reason and I'm getting lost in it and confused and she's just like them. No. And then I beat myself up about how can I make sure this is inclusive content and makes people feel all of this, and then I just self-combust.
Yeah. this is the problem. As soon as you start thinking about like the responsibility you have, it becomes huge. But that's why I'm in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We have been mature and responsible.
And she's hired help.
So instead of damaging people, I've got you to help me damage people.
No, great.
So Chloe's come on. This is a massive thing. Chloe's come on as campaign manager, and basically, I said to Chloe, I need a storyline. Like, I need help with. I know what I want to say. I'm passionate about what I want to do. I'm passionate about everything. I know how to create it, but what's the storyline? 1 minute, I'm like doing a high rocks, and the next minute I'm out on a night out getting battered. Then the next minute it's, I don't know, my dad's 60th birthday.
Yeah, no, this does sound exactly like you.
Yeah, like, as we don't know what's where.
Yeah.
And I think the big thing for me is when someone finds my Instagram account, like from suggested or whatever, do they get what's going on, honey?
Honey, no. I mean this in a really positive way. Your challenge is very like complex. There are so many moving parts to it. There's the fact that you're hosting 5K in every city. There's the fact that you're going to be on the road for 99 days, running all of those days. Every single night you're staying in a new town, village, halfway point between cities, whatever. There's the fact that you're doing this to get people moving and also to raise money for charity. There's a lot of like your own story being very complex with kind of your journey from paralysis, why moving means so much to you. Basically, everything's quite complicated. And what we needed was like a strategy to make sure that people aren't looking at that and just going, wait, I don't get it. She was paralysed and now she's in every city at the same time. How's that possible? What's going on?
Yeah.
We just needed like to pull some kind of threads out and make sure everyone knows like what's happening. So that's why I'm here.
And that's what Chloe did, and it's been already amazing, and we've not even rolled it out.
We've not even
Starts in Jam.
started.
But yeah, so can you give us a breakdown of how you did it? Like, what process did you go through to put together this strategy that's going to obviously help me run the nation?
Yeah. Well, we needed to get to the point in June where you're starting your challenge and everyone knows what that entails, basically. And knowing you and knowing, I guess, a lot about like the running landscape and what stories land, there were lots of elements to your journey that were deserving of big moments. So that's your physical health and your training and like your story with your body, which is a massive part of why you are such an inspiration. The mental side of it, because like having run a marathon, so much of that is in the mind, let alone I've done a couple of marathons. But what I was going to say was that's hard enough for your brain, let alone a marathon a day for 99
days.
How do you even begin to like process that? And then also how your mind will be the thing that convinces your body to stop. So you need to find a way around that, because you can't stop. You've got cities to get to.
Got sausage rolls to eat.
She's got sausage rolls to eat. Follow the Instagram account, of course.
Got sausage rolls to rate.
She's got karaoke to do in Manchester. How's she going to get there?
As you were.
As I was.
So yeah, physical, mindset, community was the other one,
community.
Yeah.
Yeah, like how we're going to get other people involved. So lots of these threads that are engaging kind of like parts of your story. We just need to find a way to kind of make sure each of them had space to breathe and to be discussed. So that's kind of what we've done. We've got a theme for each month.
Yeah.
We're going to
Do you know I'm off by heart?
No, but I've got my Canva here.
I bet you know I'm off by heart because I actually
do. You want to test me?
We could test each other.
Okay, let me look.
January is relaunch.
Yeah.
January is see, this is going to show that I listen.
God, because I don't think she does.
You ready? January is relaunch. This is about where we relaunch the whole challenge again. I did a soft launch in September, kind of said I was doing it. Yeah. That was to actually just prove it.
She had to put it out there so she can't quit.
You know, like when like you tell someone something and you're like, I'm going to run the nation, and they're like, prove it. I was like, so I put an Instagram post up, like, I'm going to run the nation. Because then I was talking to brands and I was like, I don't know if they believe me. So I thought, well, I know what will do it, an Instagram post.
Yeah, fine.
That solidifies it.
What's on Instagram? It's official.
I know. So I went Instagram official. So relaunch was in Jan. February is going to be all about the physical body.
Mm-mm.
Oh, mindset.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
The other big one.
Community.
Yeah.
Oh. February is all about community. How can you get involved? How can you join a 5K? Where am I going to be? Sorry, I got ahead of myself. March is physical body. Mm-hmm. That's going to be all about, you know, I've got my physio that I'm having tomorrow. How's it going? Like, where's my body? Anything that's gone wrong, gone right, things like that for me. April is mindset, isn't it? April's mindset. I'm doing the London Marathon in April. Blah blah blah. May is, can I actually do it?
Yeah.
Which is like actually asking those deeper questions to myself, because we're going to be 5 months in and 1 month from starting. It's going to be a lot of questioning. Can I actually? And I've got 4 massive challenges that month. I've got Snowdon UTMB. I've got Wings for Life with Red Bull. I've got a 24-hour race.
Yeah.
And I have 90k.
Yeah.
And that's are we going to do it? And then June is let's fucking go.
Yeah. June is don't have a choice, so let's go and do it and have fun.
So that's correct.
Yeah.
So Chloe put that all together.
It's amazing you actually listened to me.
I know.
Wow.
That all got put together, which is going to be really helpful, and just it's going to help me with like my socials. It's going to help me with PR. Chloe, you're going to help a lot with PR as well. Like when things are coming in and they're saying like, can we talk about this? Can she come on this podcast or whatever? We can say, this is the theme for this month. Does it fit? Or maybe you should do this month. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. I think every time you talk about what you're doing, you're obviously going to be hitting all elements. But I just think having that kind of broader focus is important to make sure that it looks like our journey is moving along, which it will be. Like these, we've kind of put them in place because we know that will be the natural thing. We know you're going to be getting to May, about to go into your 4th ultra event of the month, being like, I don't think I have this in me, and we're all going to be standing there going, yeah, you don't have a choice, don't back out now.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's almost
heckle me.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to just follow you around with a big
Throw
sign.
rotten tomatoes at me.
Yeah, every morning you're going to have a new sign for you when you come out of your bedroom. So yeah, it's I think it's going to help us like figure out what you want to say without making it so complicated for both the brands you're working with and also the audience that you really need to be engaged.
Yeah.
Because without them, this challenge is nothing. Kidding.
Sound like my mum.
You do need people to turn up. That's kind of the goal.
I said that in the last episode when when I rang my mum.
Do you know
She went, how was your ultra? And I said, yeah, it was great, 60k. I said, just shy of one of my longest days. She said, oh yeah, but you're only doing 5k a day in each city, aren't you? I went, no, Mum, I'm running from city to city. She went, oh, are you?
That's nice.
Yeah, and she went, oh, that's good.
Such a mum response.
You gave Mum then.
It's
and you
such
went,
a mum response.
without the people, this is nothing.
I was trying to be inspirational, did it? Not work. It did not land.
So on that note of like, yeah, the challenge I'm doing, what was your reaction? Do you remember where you were when I told you? What was your reaction to finding out this? What did I say? I don't remember.
I don't remember. I think what happened was it was one of those classic Esme moments where she just like slips into conversation like, oh yeah, by the way, like, so when I like run the nation next year, and I probably would have been like, what? And then she would have gone, yeah, I'm running to every city, and I would have gone, yeah, okay, cool, sounds like you, without really thinking too much about it, because like you do come out with some like really strange stuff sometimes, you know. And then you actually showed me the spreadsheet of where you're going to be, and I thought, oh, she was being serious about that. And then I think maybe my heart sank a little bit, and I thought, how, what, why? And then just watching you kind of actually grow that and like see what is a very abstract idea that is in your head, which can sometimes be a mess, making that come out with like brands, lots of spreadsheets, lots of emails, has been like amazing. And yeah, I think it's,
you see it from home.
Yeah, I
it's
have
all I do.
An insight. It's mad.
It's all I do.
Yeah, it's all you think about.
It's all I talk, sleep, think, eat, have meetings about now, innit?
And I think what's interesting is people don't realise that how much goes into it behind the scenes. Obviously, people know you're going to be training really hard, and they probably know you're having conversations with brands, but they don't know that at 9 p.m. at night you're sat there thinking about what's my packing list going to be?
Yeah.
What Airbnb am I staying in? Like, I've got to book 99 Airbnbs. Nightmare. My organisational nightmare.
For the crew.
Could never be me.
For crew.
Yeah.
I'd go in a van. I've got to get the crew in.
She's worried about, like, buying enough food for the 10 people that are going to be with her every single day that she's out there.
Yeah.
It's like, it's more... And I don't think I'm even actually, like, touching the surface of the things that really go through your head most of the time. Like, it's a lot.
When I first announced it, and I didn't sleep for like a week.
Yeah.
Because I was just so rattled. Is it weird watching me? Like, do you watch me and think, bless her, She thinks she's good. No, what I mean, like, hear me out. I kind of just, when you were talking then and you said, when you first said it to me and you say I say some mental shit, like, every day probably to you. Like, you know, like when you see this person, they're like, I'm going to run to every city. And you go, oh, God bless them.
No, because I've never known anyone as, like,
do you
determined and
believe me?
tenacious as you. Yeah. If anyone else said that to me, it'd be like, never going to happen. But with you, I was just like, yeah, sounds like another one of your crazy things that you're going to do.
It's mad.
Yeah.
A lot of people react like that. I'm like, I'm running to every city in the UK, and they're like, oh my God, cool.
Do you want people to have more doubt in you?
No. I just wonder, like, from the outset looking in, do you kind of look and be like, this could go really wrong and she doesn't realise?
I do think it's gonna be, like, I mean, it's gonna be so fucking hard. That just feels like a dumb thing to say because, like, obviously there's not one part of me that thinks she doesn't have it in her. I think the only thing that's going to go wrong is, like, an injury or, like, something outside of your control. Everything that's in your control is 100% going to go to plan because that's the kind of person that you are. You will not let yourself not do it unless there's, like, a very, very, very serious reason that you can't. I just have no doubt.
I sometimes go through scenarios that could happen. I'm not going to talk about them now, but, like,
don't manifest.
Yeah, no, I won't even. They're never coming out. You're coming on the road as well.
I'll be on the road.
Your 30th birthday.
The big 3-0. I'm going to run into the city, wave goodbye to you. You're going to run off. I'm going to stay and get drunk. And then in a few days, when my hangover's worn off, I'll join you again and run.
We do, like, get on a train and then meet me where I am.
I'll probably have to get on a train.
But that is pure bestie behaviour. Like, it's her 30th birthday and she's coming to do a leg with me and celebrate her birthday in one of the cities that I'm in.
Do I want to be really lame and emotional about it? We could.
Go on.
If you want me to be deep. Shall I?
Yeah.
I can't
Am I
think
gonna
of,
cry?
like, maybe
Ooh.
that's the goal. I can't think of, like, a better way to see out 29, my 20s, than, like, running an ultramarathon into a city with you because, and this is where we're being lame, I think that you have probably shaped my 20s, like, more than any other person, honestly, because you're the person that got me through my first half marathon. You moved me in when I was heartbroken, could barely get myself out of my flat, and you took me into your flat. You got me through my first marathon. Like, that training block was bonkers, and you honestly really got me through that. Like, all of these things, running is now, like, such a massive part of my life, and it's because you got me through my first half. You got me involved in, like, the Say Yes. Like, you welcomed me into that community, like, so well when I didn't know anyone, when I turned up in Ibiza on my own.
And you got out of the taxi.
My heart breaks when I think of that.
I know, and your little suitcase.
My little suitcase.
You were like Paddington Bear, but the Ibiza version. You were like a Lizzie Paddington Bear.
Lizzie Paddington. Anyway, so that's why, like, I was so, like,
You've never said this to me
I
before.
could come back to London and celebrate my birthday here with all of my mates, and that would probably actually be easier. But instead, I'm saying to all of them, you've got to come and meet me.
Tip not off.
Yeah, like, get on a train, come and meet me in this random city in the middle of nowhere, and celebrate my 30th birthday because I want to end my 20s with Esme.
That's. We'll hug after this properly.
Oh no, I feel like I'm shaking your hand. Let me do the other.
You've never said that to me before, and it's actually really, like,
Because we don't say nice things to each other.
I know. Get a camera on her. It all comes out. No, but that is really wow. Like, I hadn't even thought about that.
It's
like
true.
Your first half marathon, like, moved you and all of that. Like, and now you're gonna end your 20s on a high, doing your first ever ultra marathon.
Yeah, with you.
So I always end my podcast with this question, and it's going to roll in perfectly with, I always say, if you could pick anyone to come on crew, dead or alive, like, it doesn't have to make sense either. Like, it doesn't have to be, well, that person couldn't because I know they live there or whatever. Just, if you, that could be from another country, literally. Anyone can crew. Who would you bring on crew? And why?
I'm going to say...
For your birthday. There'll be crew in your first ultramarathon on your birthday.
Well, I don't know if this is, like, the only person I can think
is this
of.
going to be icky?
No, I want it to be Shakira, so you can do a duet with her on your karaoke machine and sing your favourite song. Give us a little verse.
Underneath your clothes, there's an endless story. There's a man. Is it a man I chose?
Yeah.
Really? Underneath her clothes.
Something about
Underneath your clothes, there's an endless story. there's a man I chose. There's no territory.
There's my territory, yeah.
What is in he's all up in our
No,
territory?
he is her territory.
I don't get it.
Like, no one else can touch him because he's her territory.
Underneath your clothes.
Anyway.
Oh, it's underneath his clothes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so bringing shackers.
I think that would, like, imagine doing
Me
a
and
duet.
Shakira doing a duet. Are you mad? Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other night I
Is
learned
that a
how
good
to lie
answer?
down sing, didn't I?
Yeah.
Which could be sexy, could be recovery.
By the way, it wasn't the other night. It was 2 p.m. in the afternoon. No, it wasn't. It was when you came home and you were like, I'm really sick.
ill.
Maybe I should just do some karaoke. Next thing you know,
I've got reason.
She goes, you know when performers are lying on the stage and they're singing into the mic, like, how do they get the lung capacity? And then she practiced and then she went, okay, I think I've got it now. I think
Did
I've got
it?
it. Yeah. So-
I need to just say something quickly here. The reason I sang karaoke when I was feeling ill is because I didn't feel right and I felt not right. Like everything was a bit weird. I thought I was going to faint. I got home and I was like, I feel fainty, I feel weird. So I had some food and things like that. And we think it was the end of the bug, like the clear out of the bug. Anyway, the reason I karaoke was for this very reason. If Chloe had to call 111, they always ask this very, very serious question.
Yeah.
They start with things like, you know, is she breathing, blah, blah, blah. There will be a question in there that they always ask. And it says, is she able to do her normal activities? And I knew if I'd sung karaoke that night and you'd had to call 111 in the middle of the night, you could say, yes, she could karaoke.
But you'd just come back from work. I could have said, yeah, she was at work, fine, no bother. But instead she had to prove it with karaoke.
But also, normal activities, some people are like, they go, oh, if you've been able to do normal activities, like watch TV. But that's easy for me to lay and watch TV. It has to be something that's quite active. So I thought karaoke would be good. Plus, I did it for myself because I was like, if I can karaoke, I'm not ill because I'm so petrified of being ill.
Yeah,
So I was
she
like,
had to remind
I can
herself.
karaoke, I'm not ill. And I wasn't in the end. I was better in the morning.
Yeah, and then we did our run and it was all magical. And life was good again.
So Shakira's coming on the road with us, and I always pick a new one each month, and I'm going to pick, because he's been a man of this month for me, is Mickey Flanagan.
Oh my God, yeah, so good. So good.
It's just so funny. After High Rocks, we watched Mickey Flanagan over what did we have for dinner that night? A tie.
A tie takeaway
And Mickey Flanagan, and we were cracking up. Like, he's so funny. So if he was on the road with me, I think I want him cycling because I know he's a cyclist. He loves cycling. God, this is a bit deep.
Wait, you're a stalker?
Yeah, kind of. He loves cycling. So I'd have him cycling next to me and just chatting.
I mean, I'll send an email. I bet we could get him out in Essex somewhere.
I wouldn't mind Mickey on the road. If you
I'll
wouldn't
get in
mind.
touch. I'll get in touch.
Chelmsford will do.
That's what you pay me for.
Campaign manager, get Mickey on the road. And Shakira.
Yeah, I don't. She's maybe a bit harder, but I'm going to try my best.
Underneath.
Maybe I could get to do a cameo at least of her singing. So you could
Stop.
do
You
it.
shouldn't tell me that. It's my birthday on the road. Maybe you can get Shakira cameo for my birthday.
I just feel like she's a bit untouchable. Shakira, if you watch this, you know what to do.
She must be, won't she not be watching?
My emails on my Instagram.
This would come up in her suggested, I think.
Yeah, probably.
My YouTube.
Probably.
Chloe, thank you so much for coming to join.
Thanks for having
Also,
me.
thank you just for being a constant in my life every single day. I think you know everything about this challenge inside out and me. And there's so much more to come because it's only going to get more aggressive as the months go on in terms of training. So glad to have you as my ride or die. Cannot wait to do your first ultra with you for your B-day. And let's fucking kick it.
And that is a classic Esme ending, making the run about me and not her. That's all you need to know.
Peace. Thanks. Well done.
Well done.
Oh, that's a wrap.